Welcome everyone to MJ Hobby Corner. You're in my sculpting bench right now, and I have a lot of projects going on, and I want to kind of update you guys on this undead turtle that I'm doing, and maybe show you how I did some of the things. So this is what I have so far. The creature's almost done, actually. I did the legs today. I'm gonna get my little pointer tool here. So the leg bones and everything is done today, and the little tailbone there, tailbones. Okay, and there's the little tail, and then of course we did the shell yesterday, and then the head and the neck vertebrae were done today as well. Now there, give you a little idea of what that looks like. I'm going to focus a little bit, okay? And things are still a little bit rough. I'm smoothing things a little bit. I'm leaving some of these roughness here that you see. I like that. I don't like my bones to be so polished that they look new. I just like them to have a little roughness to them. They've been on the ground for a while. This creature has been suddenly resurrected, right, by some necromancer, and that's it. So this is almost done, and then tomorrow I will have to work on these arms, and then work on the weapon. And if you guys are interested, anyone that's interested in seeing that, then I will add another short video update to show how I do the weapon. I've learned a couple of tricks for making weapons. Weapons are tough. So this guy is going to be holding a double-handed weapon, and I still have to do the lower jaw, and that'll give him a little more character. But I'm going to let this dry for today. This is done, okay, for today. And then I had a little bit of extra clay, so I began doing my skeletal lizard men. Okay, and so I have the first bones, and I still have to do a little bit of shaping. That was with a little bit of extra clay, and I'm going to be smoothing it out a little bit more and getting the details a little crisper. But basically, that's what I have. Okay, so still got to work a little bit on that. But I have a little bit of the undead skellies done. So that's going to be the next project, and that's going to be very challenging. And this is the first time that I sculpt that small. So to make my vertebrae, this is the tool I use most for sculpting the undead turtle. And I also use a soft clay shaper. Ball tool, very important for the eye sockets, and I do a rolling pin motion with this to get things smoothened out. And I also get the gaps in between the bones there to simulate bone with this ball tool. So for making a vertebrae, what I do, and this is just a little sample, okay, I take my X-Acto knife, and this is what I did on the turtle. Okay, and I'm just going to make a couple of separations there, and I'll show it in just a minute. All right. Okay, and sometimes I go, I start real small, and then I get bigger with the bones as I go along. Okay, and this is shifting a little bit in the wire because it's not a proper, the wire hasn't been filed. You want to file your wire so that the clay sticks to it. All right, so I'm going to make another incision here and see if this clay cooperates. I'll show you exactly what I do. Okay, so I have that situation going on. So then I take my tweezers. Let's see if it works with this clay. It works marvelously with green stuff. But basically, I just pull, squeeze and pull, okay? So I have that kind of thing going on. I think you can see that there. It's hard to see because this clay, it's not the appropriate clay. But there you go, okay? So then what I do with that, I'm going to try to focus a little more. What I do with that is I take my ball tool and very gently work into those gaps and get these projections here a little higher, right? And that'll make my little vertebrae, particularly around the neck bones, the neck bones and stuff like that. And of course, with green stuff, the green stuff would be attached to the wire so I could work on it better. Now, then what I do is I take, say, a ball tool of the appropriate size, and I make another gap close to the line where the bones separate. Okay? And once you start doing this and working with it little by little, you start to see the bone shapes appear. Okay? And obviously, this has to be worked on. I usually square this up a little bit. With the green stuff, you can pull it a little bit, make it a little taller for a crest. But basically, that's how I do my bones. Okay? And for a backbone, let's say if I were doing a dinosaur skeleton, I would then add little lumps of clay here. Or if I have enough clay, then I'll just go with my tweezers and have the little wings coming out here. Those are that's typically what you see in a backbone, okay? But this would be like a neck vertebrae, all right? So very simple, just to show you guys an example of what I did with the turtle, okay? And you can kind of see the little vertebrae sticking out back there. All right, and one characteristic for turtle skull is that the orbits on the turtle skull, generally, they're very, very large. Turtles generally also have a little crest back here. That's where the jaw muscles attach. And then a little kind of indentation here. That's where the lower jaw is going to come out. And then the nostrils are right in the center of the beak. It's just a hole, okay? So that's what I did for my turtle skull, and hopefully once this is all dry, I can begin to work on those arms and add the weapon, okay? Undead turtle, a very different little figure, okay? So I will be updating the next update, probably in the Martin and Julie talk. This figure will be finished, unless people want to see the weapon sooner or whatever. How I make the weapon, I can do a little short update before the weekend. But otherwise, Julie and I will be showing these figures this coming Sunday. That is our little talk show to update everybody on what's going on in the studio. So don't miss that. And then who knows, maybe you'll see some of these lizard man skellies, updated then as well. I'll talk more about these some other time. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this has been interesting or inspiring for anybody who wants to do their own figures. All right, have a good one, folks.